Hello friends, welcome to my channel. And in this pre-market report, what we are going to discuss specifically about the trend of dollar index. Now, this has been the driving force not only for the US but across the globe, because whenever the biggest currency goes down, the developing market along with the US market will start moving up. Okay, so this is one of the major or driving factor which is making the stock market moves on the upside. Now it has touched a high of 103 in the month of March year 2000, and then we have seen a sharp decline. More specifically, if you are called in terms of percentage, it has already declined by 11%. So there is a tendency that whenever a bull market start, the dollar index will definitely fall in between 25 to 35%, somewhere in between that zone. And more specifically, when we have such strong stimulus, the underlying currency must go on the downside. That's the most important thing. But there are other issues or factors that are playing for the same. So, without talking much about the news, it's better to restrict ourselves what the trend is suggesting. Okay. Now, as you can see here, if I draw a line like this, okay, if I draw a line like this, you can see that the dollar index somewhere. So this is the breakdown or the bear trend here, and somehow dollar index try to manage and move back above $90 and above 90.23 towards a high of 93.39. But from the month of or from a specific date of 33 2001, we have seen a change in the trend again. Okay, now this is very much prominent, and one should not deny this kind of trend because it is indicating that the trend is on the downside, and probably uh, the stock market will not stop their rally, okay, or their upward move. So one should be, or one should not have any doubt about the market trend and where it is currently heading right now. Now, as far as the levels are concerned, so this is the support line, and this is, if you watch these charts technically, these are, simply moved by theoretical discipline. So here you can see that it has respected the line or the resistance line on the upside and started falling from there. So in that case, the support line for the same dollar index that we are expecting here will be 90.19 on the downside. Okay, now what are the implications that we are going to see on the stock indices? So that's one of the big question. Now for that, we need to specifically look at the long term chart of Nasdaq Composite. So this is the weekly chart, as you can see. Now let me zoom this chart for you, and you can see what is actually happening here as the dollar started going down. So why I have not chosen Dow Jones is simply because those are related to industrials, and when economy becomes good and strong, the result will become strong. So that will work in a different way. But when you're talking to Nasdaq, this is what we have seen here is something like this. So let me show it to you. let's go to the line chart first. So if you are applying line chart, you can see the Nasdaq is very near to the previous high that it has made in the month of February 8th, 2021, which is this one, 14,146, or let's say about 14,150. I have taken, okay, so let's adjust this one. This is 14,112. Okay, so you can use 14,150, no issues in that. Or if you are applying the candlestick chart, then obviously what you need to do, you need to wait for 14,000, I think 14,000. So yes, 14,182, or let's say 14,200. So once the indices make its move above 14,200, now the first thing that we are going to notice here is the stock which ran or which started running from last September or October 2020 till January and February 2021, they will again started moving up because there has been a slam dunk for those kind of stocks which has moved sharply and immensely in the past 3 or 4 months, and then took a deep beating on the downside like 60, 70, 80%. Now they will start moving on the upside. That's what you're going to see. So let's be hopeful, and the kind of a dollar index we have, we will definitely see the Nasdaq will move, and as it is very near to its previous high, and once it started moving above these levels, we will again see a sharp up move in the days as well as in the weeks to come. So the message is, if you are trying to short the market, don't even dare to think about that, because if market started turns against you, we are in the midst of a stock market bull run. Do not mix it up with the economic boom or how the lives of the people get affected. Those are different issues. I don't want to talk on those kind of things, whether the livelihood of the people gets better, whether the actual economy, the real economy, is in shape. So that's a different thing. What we are talking about is a stock market bull run, and this is intact. And let me tell you one small thing: stock market bull run only feds the bad thing which are happening on the economy, and when economy is bad, stock market will go up, and when economy is about to become stable, or it's growing, or it's at the peak of its growth, stock market started crashing on the downside. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.